Uh-huh.
3, 2, 1.
Glowing Up Latina, Season 1, Episode 14.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Glowing Up Latina.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm Christina.
I'm Liana.
Oh, what the fuck? And I'm Amanda.
I'm tired. Okay, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Liana.
What the hell?
It's been a long day.
It's very long.
Okay, now that everybody is the correct selves.
For real.
Liana, how are you?
Doing good. Tired. I got the itis because we ordered Chinese food.
The what?
And the itis.
What is that?
You never heard of the itis?
Like after you have like a meal, you
heavy
get
meal.
sleepy, you
Yeah.
get all nice and cozy, you take a nice little nap.
I've never heard of that.
What?
That's so funny.
Yeah,
it's cute.
That's why I said the itis. Mhm.
Yeah, the itis. How you?
I'm
Chuck
here.
along.
You know, fine. We're doing great today, you guys. I'm going to bed extra early tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Probably will not do anything the minute I get home.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no.
I actually will play Sims tonight. Because there's this new custom content that just came out that I really want to try.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I'm doing when I get home.
good for you.
Thanks.
I need to finish switching my winter clothes out and like putting my summer clothes in my closet. I have everything literally, it's all over the place.
Scattered, yeah.
That's one of the rooms, just clothes everywhere. Clothes from yesterday that I washed, the laundry, and then the summer clothes that I still need to hang up and put away in my drawers. Yeah, not looking forward to that.
I just need to finish before Wednesday. Yes,
Oh.
I need to finish
Yeah.
before Wednesday so I can get my suitcase and everything packed. And
Is it hot in Texas now?
Yeah, it's like 100 and something degrees. They've been hitting 105.
Oh damn!
They don't have beaches in Texas, do they?
Yeah, on the coast.
Oh. I thought it was one of those landlocked states. Like,
The Gulf of Mexico's right there.
right.
Have you
It's not-
have you
it's
ever
not
gone?
like Mexico.
Like, no.
It's- okay, we're here.
That's-
We've got
Maybe
there.
that was the question. Have you ever gone
To a beach in Texas? No. The first time I went to the beach was here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was here.
That's
When
terrible.
you first moved to New York?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I mean, I
Your
guess.
beaches are trash.
But I'm sure like you guys like have like pools or like the blow up pools in your
Yeah.
backyard. Like that's
Yeah,
what
we
you
used
guys
to have
do.
pools as a kid.
Yeah.
Like those ones you like put up and take down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I went to the beach in California when I went to Los Angeles. So,
Oh, so it wasn't the first time you've ever been to a beach.
no, New York
New
was
York.
the first time I'd ever been to a beach.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
You guys, I guess we'll just get right
it.
into it. So, when you guys look in the mirror in the morning, what is the first thought that y'all have?
I need to go to the gym. I need to work out. That's what I tell myself every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's your first thought in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Like when I see myself, like if I'm like, especially like when I'm getting ready to take a shower and all that stuff, like I'll be like, I'm not where I want to be, and I
Yeah.
have to like do better at
Same.
working out and stuff and eating better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I am too. When I'm changing and I
Yeah.
have like a full body like mirror. So I'm just like, Amanda, you need to work on a few things.
Yeah.
And I try not to get to me, but it does. And that's
Yeah.
where we talk about like the whole positive self-talk thing. You know,
what it
work
is,
that
too?
into that.
Like, because like other people, like to me, they're always just like, oh, Liana, you don't have nothing to worry about. Like you look fine and all that stuff. And it's just like, it's crazy how like you see yourself in such a different light than what
Mhm.
everyone else sees you. So like to them, you probably look fine and okay, but like I am telling you that I need to look better.
Right. Mhm.
Like that's so crazy. Like
Yeah.
how like you really just like it's that self-validation kind of thing, you know? Like me, like yeah, I probably look good, but I don't feel good enough.
Right.
It's just-
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really cool if like I could see me through like somebody else's eyes.
Yeah.
Because what was I doing when I don't know, probably on freaking like Instagram or TikTok, who knows. But I saw like a video of somebody was like, you know, we never like actually see ourselves. We always see reflections of ourselves.
Yes.
Like we never actually get to like see ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way that I see you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that. And of course, I was like, this is an existential crisis that I must have right now.
I want to experience this.
Right? And so, yeah, I do wish I could like see myself through somebody else's eyes,
Yeah.
because I feel like, honestly, I feel like it would do amazing things for my self-esteem if I could do that.
Yeah.
Or maybe it would hurt even more. Who knows? But I don't know. I think my first thought when I wake up, my first thought when I wake up in the morning, I'm looking in the mirror, like brushing my teeth or like washing my face or whatever. I'm like, dude, we got old. We aged. And this was
Yeah.
not supposed to happen.
Right. You're
Yeah, I
like,
definitely see it like under my dark circles. My
Yes.
bags got really big. Like,
or like,
Yeah.
it's just like now I'm like, okay, we're getting older. Now we're getting into this like older body, you know, type of situation. Like it's, you don't have young 20-year-old, young teen Amanda body now. It's just like, okay, this is the woman body.
Hmm.
And it's like, okay, what can I do to make myself feel more comfortable or adjust to like what's happening? Because it's, you know, it's life, right? We're getting old, and it's like I trying to come to terms with it, but not 100%. Like it's just like you said, it's hard. Like
yeah, because you're seeing yourself
yes,
like raw, you know, like
Yes.
you're the only one that can see yourself like that,
yeah.
you know. But like, so that's why it's like, you know, the little things that you feel insecure about, like they just don't go away because like you see it all the time,
Hmm.
you know.
Right. And especially like during the pandemic, like it, you know, we were stuck at home and no, like peak of pandemic, like nowhere to go, just sitting in front of a couch, not being able to like go out to the gym or like go like, at least for me, couldn't go and take karate classes. I mean, my martial arts school, at least they were giving us like Zoom options, which was fine. I was able to, but it's not like, again, motivation.
Hmm.
It wasn't enough
We
motivation for me to do it at
Did a
home.
couple of Zoom workout classes
Right.
together, and it was honestly, it was nice because I don't know if I would have done it. I don't think any of us did any of them on our own. We always did it like together, and it was good to know like you guys are doing it with me, and then we would talk about it afterwards. Like those classes were freaking hard.
yeah.
And sweat.
But yeah, but like that also like kind of like, I guess there were times where I was just lazy and I just didn't want to move or I didn't want to do anything. So yeah, so like saw changes again happening up, and my weight was fluctuating up and down because I'd have periods of like, okay, let me work out, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I'm not going anywhere. No one's gonna see me. Let me stop working out. So so it did like mess with my body image for a little bit, and right now too with wedding stuff. So
I think
Yeah.
the only reason that my first thought is more about like the aging than it is like I think I would have very similar thoughts in the morning, but the mirror in my bathroom, it's like one of those like old school medicine cabinets, so it's just like I'm
Just
just
top,
seeing like
shoulder up.
here up, yeah, top shoulder up, and so like that's really, I actually don't see like a full body like reflection of myself really until I'm putting on like I'm checking to make sure that like, my outfit is not incredibly mismatched.
yeah.
Because even when I'm like doing like my makeup in the morning, my mirror in my bedroom, I can really only see from my waist up. So yeah, I start, the full body reflection comes like much later in my morning when I'm not like, when I've already kind of like run through my checklist, like kind of said my affirmations and stuff. But oh my God, on the days we're like, so we have to get the bathing suits for the
DR.
bachelor party. And like I'm dreading like and trying it on. And then I've been trying on my summer clothes to see like what I want to keep, what I'm not. Luckily, everything so far like is fitting. I know a couple of summers ago there was a point where my like summer clothes that I had were not fitting, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm not doing this. This is too much.
Yeah.
And everything's fitting. Is it fitting the way that I want it to? Not necessarily.
Right.
But you know, there was a couple of weeks ago I wore a gray pair of like biker shorts when we hung out, and I didn't realize until afterwards that last summer when I tried to wear those, like they were way too tight, like where it was like constricting, like
It was really like,
yeah, like
leaves
really,
like a mark afterwards, like the red mark. Yeah.
really, really, really tight. Like I couldn't even like sit in them because it would cut off like circulation. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
So when I just saw them in the closet, I really just wanted to wear gray shorts. Like I felt like my t-shirt went better with gray shorts. And I didn't even think about it until afterwards when I was home and like showering and changing. I was like, hey, those shorts didn't fit me last summer. And like I just hung out with you guys for like 2 hours and everything was like fine.
Yeah.
So that felt really, I love when it's like surprises. Like you don't realize it.
Right.
Like a pleasant surprise.
That's another thing. Like getting on a scale. Getting on a scale doesn't necessarily mean like you need to see the difference in your like you're changing your body changing. Like if you're trying to lose weight, sometimes like I think about it as like if my pants get loose, then that's how I know I'm losing inches. I could probably be the same weight, but I'm losing inches off like my waist, my back, my arms. So I try not to get on the scale that much, but
I feel like that's something that's been very important for me to learn. That and that weight looks different on everybody.
yes, it does.
Like my weight on somebody else will not look the same, and just vice versa. Anyways,
There was something that I saw on Instagram that was like, you could be the same height, same weight, and you would all look different.
you would always look different.
Because no one's going to, like, everyone carries themselves differently. So there's no way that if this person is 120, that person's 120, it'll look like completely different on them.
And because of that, like the BMI chart, like it tells you your height, like because you're this height, you should be this weight, and this should be your body mass index. And then sometimes you're just like, no, I'm not. And then it's telling you you're like obese. And I'm like,
even in high school, according to BMI, like I was obese.
I hate.
And in high school, I weighed like my freshman year. I think I weighed like 115 pounds.
And
like,
that was considered.
I was 100 pounds by the time I was 11. But that was high. I was tall. But it was like.
So were you considered underweight then?
Well, for a kid,
you probably were considered obese.
Obese.
Yeah.
I was considered obese because I
don't remember.
This is your age, and at this age, you should be this weight. But I was like, but you're not taking consideration my height.
When we were growing up, like the 2000s, early 2000s, we're still in the 2000s.
Early 2000s?
Yeah. The Y2K era. You know, the celebrity, like the really like big celebrities at the time were like Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, Lindsay Lohan, Haley. They were all skinny, skinny girls. Like you could like see their hip bones. Yeah. And I actually feel like I didn't become a person who compared myself to celebrities until I got much older.
Yes.
Like I do it now for sure. I didn't do it so much when I was little. I think, or younger, I really compared myself to the people around me. And I think when I was comparing myself to the people around me, it was easier. For whatever reason, like I was kinder to myself than I am now with people who have like all the resources in the world to like manage how their body looks or how healthy or whatever they are.
Yeah. I feel like celebrities just make it kind of hard because, like you said, like they have all of these resources and all that stuff, and like they just, I don't even know like how to, like we talk about this all the time, like with like the Kardashian sisters, for example, how like they portray having like this perfect body image, and it's like not every woman looks like this. Like this is unnatural. You know, not every woman has the hourglass shape.
No.
And it's like, they're so big, and it's like their image affects like everyone, you know, everyone that watches them, everyone that sees them,
Right.
because they also like are really into working out as well. But it's like, I know that those bodies don't come from working out. You know what I mean?
Just
Yes,
alone
just-
from doing,
yeah. Well, recently, it was for the Met Gala.
Yeah.
When Kim wore Marilyn Monroe's dress, and she said, "Oh, like I lost 16 pounds in 3 weeks, like to fit into this dress." And I don't know. I watched the interview, and she said it like she was proud of herself for it.
Yeah.
But it's just like that's unhealthy
That
to
is
lose like the recommended like pound loss, I guess. Like healthy weight loss. There we go. The recommended like healthy weight loss is a pound a week or 2
pounds a week.
2 pounds. If you're like
really into
yes.
it.
Yes.
And
her doctor, her nutritionist was saying like, oh, we did it in a very healthy way. And like, that's so damaging, because then it's like, well, if I'm eating the same things, let's say like you're a hardcore fan of hers, like, or of them, and you follow hardcore their meal plan and stuff, and you still don't look the way that they do, then it's just like, okay, so what am I still doing wrong? Because I still don't look like them.
Yeah.
And they're idolized in this way, and it's just like, that's not a natural way for women to look in general. Like, our boobs are going to sag. Like, that's just
that's how gravity works.
That's gravity. That's the way life is.
That's it.
And like, all theirs are just like all up and perky and like done. And it's like, Kim is 41 years old. Yeah. And it's like, there's no way that your boobs naturally look like that.
29 and mine do not look like that, or 28 and mine do not look like that.
Mine just don't.
Like, I see it from mine too. Like, they're like, I see it, like the perkiness is starting to go down, and it's just like
the elasticity in my skin and my muscles.
I don't like
as
it.
Tight. They're not as tight as they used to be.
I feel like we, like collectively, as women, are finally starting to realize that, you know, like, comparing ourselves to celebrities is very like unrealistic and unhealthy. I think we're getting there. It kind of seems like a lot of the messaging that I see from like people I follow on Instagram seems to be like that, but it's just hard when it's in your face all the time. I wasn't even looking, like I didn't really watch Met Gala coverage. I just knew that like an article came up that she wore Marilyn Monroe's dress, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then the next thing that I see on Twitter was that everybody, like her comment about losing the 16 pounds in 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, that's weird, but like, whatever, I'm not, okay, go about your business. But then when her trainer came out and said that they did it in a healthy manner, I was like, okay, no, because like you're like technically like, I guess, like a health professional, fitness professional. So you like, you know, there's not a healthy way to lose 16 pounds. She could have, in 3 weeks.
Like what? Like, did she just have like a broccoli a day? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I think she said that she did like broccoli, chicken, and I can't remember what else. I could be wrong though. I think I missed her. But she did say what she ate, because she was also trying to emphasize that it was done in a healthy manner. I feel like I will not be convinced that there's a healthy way to lose 16 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yeah, so just like following celebrities like that is damaging for us and how we view our, you know, how we feel with our body image. But I also try to like find other celebrities who aren't like the stereotypical size, or, you know, or stereotypical like body you want. Like, there are other celebrities who like I'm so proud of and like I look up to and make me feel comfortable in my skin, that I can wear what I want. Like Lizzo, for example, she is like, I love her. I love her confidence, and I love how she's just out there and she wears what she wants, and she just like, she looks fabulous. And
she takes up her space.
She does, and she just wears it so proudly. So, you know, following celebrities like that on social media does help me also. Like, it gives me a little boost of confidence with that.
The ones who are like real about like their weight loss journey or
Yes.
their like
Yeah.
insecurities. That's definitely I think we're seeing more of that. Hopefully, I don't know if it's ever gonna be like I think the Kardashians are always just gonna be problematic for many reasons.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's another page I follow. I think she's it's a mom, and it's called Diary of a Fit Mom. No, sorry, Diary of a Fit Mommy. And she does like her before and after pictures in a day. So she wakes up in the morning, she takes a picture and she shows, flat stomach, see? But at the end of the day, she shows that she's bloated. It's because of the things we eat that cause that. It's not because that's how we look all the time. Like there's just things that play into that.
mhm.
And she goes, and our body is meant to jiggle and shake because that's just how we are. That's how we're made to look like.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I like that she does that because then again, makes me feel comfortable that I'm allowed to shake.
I've had to start telling myself really that like my body does the things that it needs to do, so it is a good body. And it's, yes, maybe I'm not 115 pounds anymore, but that's perfectly fine. I was always going, like, as you get older, like, your body changes. I think that's one of the things I've had to come to terms with, is that my body is going to continue to change as I get older.
Yeah.
And, I do work out, and yes, part of me working out is I want a smaller body, but also I think now I feel like I told y'all this in the beginning. I can't really remember that before the whole goal of working out for me was just to be smaller, to take up less space, and it was coming from like, I don't want to say like a hateful place, but like it wasn't coming from a loving place. Me doing this for myself, and this time around, like I've approached it like with love. Like, you're doing this, yes, you'll probably like lose weight in the process
to do that, but you're coming from it.
But you're doing this because you want to live a long, like, healthy life. Like, you want to go into old age with as few pains as possible is what my goal is at this point.
Yeah.
And if we lose weight in the process, that's fantastic. I love that for us. And if we don't, like, at least we're healthy. And like because heart problems are a thing that run in my family. So just practicing good heart health is the goal, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's made all the difference in approaching it with love than it did in the beginning, when the sole purpose was to
just lose weight.
Yeah. And to try to make my body fit into something like these arbitrary roles that we have.
Yes. I'm trying not to fall into that right now. I'm trying not to like, I feel like negative body image also is like dieting to a point where it's unhealthy, because that's not a positive body image. You know what I mean? So like I'm also trying, like, I feel like I have those battles too right now with looking a certain way in the dress. Like in me, like, I'm trying to, I have a vision in my head of how I want to look like in my wedding dress, right? However, like, I can just be how I look like now, but I also know right now I am not eating as healthy as I should be. So how I want to look will also kind of like lead me into this path of like, okay, Amanda, start eating healthier. I'm not going to go ham, like working out every day, because that's also like, that's not good for me, right? Because I'm putting my mind in like a bad place. So I should want to work out, a decent amount of times out of the week. Eat healthy, but also like allow myself to eat what I want to eat here and there. So, because like what you said, like society tells us, what did you say? What were the words that you said, that we're told to like, or we feel like we should look a certain...
Oh, yes, based on like societal expectations, like these rules that we have. Right.
So that's not what I'm trying to do, but this is for me, and I know it'll help me be healthier, be on a healthy track. So
Yeah.
I tell myself, Amanda, it's okay. If you're having a bad day, it's fine. It's okay.
It's hard. There's a lot of messaging. We were talking about this earlier. Like the girls on Fashion Nova, on Shein, they have like these like I think they're called like Coke bottle bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I want this to look as good on me as it does her. And not even just Shein, but like also like other sites. That was just
Like-
the first one that came to mind.
Like any site, you know, like
Mhm.
you like. I know in the back of my head that these clothes do not fit them this perfectly. Like there's definitely clips behind their shirts and behind their jeans that make it fit the way that they
Exactly.
make it look good.
Because and then when we purchase their items off their website, and we get in the mail, we try it on, we're like, wait, hold on,
It doesn't look like
it
that.
doesn't look like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Like, how come?
And you know what else too? Like there's such a stereotype for like Latina women
To look a certain way.
look a certain way.
Yes.
Like they're expected to have the big
Also,
hips, the big like
Curvy.
whatever.
We're supposed to
We're
be
expected
curvy
to be
women.
curvy.
Yes.
And it's like not all Latina women look like that.
Not at all. No. Right. We all don't look the same.
Yeah.
We don't. They're like,
Sofia Vergara is a good example. Like
Yes.
she's like the first one that I thought of. Like she portrays to me like that, like curviness.
yeah.
I don't want to call her stereotypical because she's not, but like
No.
she like I feel like she would be like the defining. Like,
But that's how
of
we
what
got
it-
to like know her. Like that's how she became famous in the very beginning in her early 20s. It's just like she was a swimsuit model. Was she?
No, she was a comedian in Colombia.
No way.
I love Sophia. Like she's like I feel like she's very authentic and like
She's looked the same since her early 20s,
Yeah.
and we love it. We're here for it.
But
But,
I
yeah,
feel
but not
like
all of us look like Sofia Vergara.
exactly
Not all of us are gonna look like Selena,
or J Lo
or J Lo,
Shakira.
you know, Salma Hayek.
Yeah,
You know, I think she's so pretty too, Salma Hayek. You know, we're not gonna all look like that.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing too. Yeah, like for me that started very young when I started to realize the curves of my body, but that started very young because like there was a person that I was kind of close with when I was younger, and her body was very developed.
Mhm.
Like we were like what 9, 10. She was full grown, and like she was so concerned with the curves of her body that I was just like, well, I feel like I need to be concerned with the curves of my body. And mind you, at 9, I was a freaking toothpick. So it's like me not having any of the curves. So it's just like, well, now I don't look good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was pretty young as well. Maybe, I guess a little bit. It was junior high for me. Like when I got to junior high is when I became very aware of like my body and people like making opinions on me, making opinions of me based off my body. And then I don't know, I really feel like in junior high it started and it just didn't stop. Like I guess to be frank, like in junior high is when I started to like hate my body.
yeah.
And I like always wanted to like be thinner or like be prettier. And I was like, I never took a minute to think about all the things that were like unique about me or all the ways that like my body was doing like what I was in cheerleading, I was in soccer, like my body was doing all the things that I needed it to do. I never, honestly, that's what it was. I never learned to appreciate my body
Yeah.
in its whatever form that it's in. And now, my big old age of 28 years old, slowly we're learning to appreciate I'm learning to appreciate the things that my body does for me.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything about people who make their opinions of me based on my body.
Yeah.
And I also don't have to internalize the opinions that people feel they need to voice to me because that's their character and like that's their judgment that has nothing to do with me, because if that person truly knew me, they would not be making opinions of me just based off my body.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been hard, a very difficult journey.
Because, I mean, like, it was like I said before, like, you're the only person that can see yourself as raw as you see yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And, like, that's never going to go away. So it's like, shit. Like, we're here now, so
Mm-hmm.
there's no stopping it. So, yeah.
What would you guys say is one thing you did this week to improve your body image or to, like, lead a healthier life?
I mean, I went to the gym 3 times this week.
I did. I did go to Pilates. I don't know. I went to Pilates 3 times this week. However, like, it was hard taking class because there are other, like, the people taking the class with me, they're way smaller than me, like super, like half my size. That I was
That's
like,
another thing too. Like,
like-
going to the gym, like, is a whole other like
know.
problem with self-image, because you see all these people and they
Yeah.
look so good, and it's just like, I am nowhere near that.
yeah, and like I find myself struggling sometimes in that class. It's a challenge.
I struggle the whole
I
time.
don't give up. I don't give up. Yeah, I don't give up. Like, I think if I like giving up would mean like, forget this, I'm walking out of class. But I don't give up. Like, I
Mhm.
take a little break in between each, exercise that they, that we're doing, because I'm not a robot. I can't do all of this. So sometimes I do get like hard on myself for like taking the pause, but I need it, because if not, I'm gonna like I'm causing more damage than I am like trying to excuse me, feel physically and mentally better. So yeah, so taking the Pilates class helped me, it put me in a better mood at the end of the day, because I sit all day in front of a desk. So getting my body to move makes me feel better. I'm trying to think. I think that was like something I did this week that
Yeah.
was for
Yeah.
me.
I do really like that Pilates class, but like Amanda's right, like the girls in that class are very, very teeny, and
Or we're just a sports bra and
Yeah,
everything, and
and-
I'm not ready to
And
show
like
my
they know how to
midsection.
do the workouts perfectly,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
I keep going back because I like to torture myself. Because I struggle in that class the entire time. Like the last class that we went to together, I modify everything. Not everything, but like if
You
I
use
need to,
alternative,
yeah,
like, yeah.
always I will modify. Because like, to be honest, like my core strength is not where I want it to be, and part of the reason that like I started working out was like I need to work on my core, because I didn't realize like how much your core like supports your entire body.
Oh,
Like
hell
it
yeah.
helps with your
Yep.
posture, it helps with everything.
Yep.
Everything.
And
Your organs there, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
so, but when we were in class last time, and she was like, "Oh yes, this is a great modification. You could be on your knees as well if you need to." And I was like, "Yeah, it is a good modification."
Damn right it is.
If I have to go on my knees, I go on my knees, because it's just like I can't be on like, if we're doing plank, sometimes it's just not. I can do plank if the thing isn't moving, like
That's
the megaformer.
the issue with this. Like everything is the thing is moving,
Moving.
and you're having to keep
Yeah.
everything like.
Oh,
Together.
nah.
I feel
Knees
like
are
I'm
on the
Bambi.
ground.
I feel like I'm Bambi on that thing, and I'm
I
like, oh God, I'm gonna fall.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
It's a good class, but I
Is
was
it?
telling
Doesn't sound
Amanda.
so fun.
I was telling Amanda that like I always get scared that like I'm gonna fall face first and like
Or get
bust
like
my
my fingers
face.
caught into something. Like I think I cut my knee, because they have like these straps like attached to the megaformer, and in the hook, the way there's a hook on one of the straps, and I think like I like landed, like my knee landed on the hook.
Oh,
And so I scratched myself, and I thought I chipped like my knee. I was like, damn, I hope I don't have a busted knee when I get out of here. And I just scraped my skin. But
oh,
like,
you thought you chipped your knee?
yeah, because the way I landed on this thing, and it's metal, like I thought I
Oh, like you made like a crack in your
crack in
knee.
my knee. Like,
Okay,
I chipped,
I see.
cracked my, but no.
Yeah. But also some of it, like, the megaformer does make it difficult, but also, like, not being confident in myself also makes it difficult.
Yeah, because it's hard. Like when
Yeah.
you see other people doing it, like so easy.
I'm always looking around. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
That's
I've
what I'm
had to
supposed do.
stop. I look for form. I'll look to see to make sure that I'm doing it
correctly.
right.
That's what I do.
And then
But-
you get caught up in it.
No, I
Oh,
gotta
no,
look away.
Sometimes I'll get caught up, but like I look to see that I
Stare at
am
myself
doing
in the
this.
mirror.
Mhm.
Probably because I'm a narcissist. Who knows?
I am very much. I need to look in the mirror while I work out.
Also, there's this one exercise that we do where we're like standing right in front of it, and they're always like, get up close and personal with the mirror, and I'm like, ma'am, no, I don't want to. I don't want.
I love myself, but not that much.
Yeah, I want to
Like-
stare at myself struggling as I'm like dripping with sweat.
Yeah.
But I have been doing my lovely little self-care walks. I usually, because we sit all day at work,
Yeah.
so I will go for a walk after work, and I've started doing it in the morning as well. And honestly, like, it has made a very big difference for my day. I start the morning with some sunshine, some fresh air, and then I come back, take a quick shower, make myself some breakfast, and I'm ready to like start my work day.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been fun. That's what I've been doing this week. And as long as it does not rain, because there was one day, I don't know, I think it was like Tuesday. Did it rain?
Oh, where we got the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
it was like we woke up and it was raining and it cleared up later that day.
I think it must have been Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. Because there was like one day where I woke up and I legit, like, it was cloudy outside and like I heard the rain and I was like, oh, I'm not going. And I
Yeah.
went back to sleep. And my day was like very different. Like, it wasn't a bad day by any means. It
was
just,
off.
yeah, I wasn't as energized or
Yes.
enthused.
To just yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, so I think starting to think about like your body's I kind of like the goodness folder, the you did a really great job folder,
Mhm.
like banking away those collecting evidence. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Collecting evidence of the things that your body can do, because maybe I don't feel great about my body today, but like, hey, my body like got me to where I needed to go. Like, it's a good body. It's a good home. Like, this is your home. In the same way that I feel like we're all like this, where we take very good care of our actual homes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that doesn't always translate into the body that is your home.
Yeah.
Nice.
So starting to think of it that way has been beneficial to me. What is something that made you feel beautiful this week?
Aw. This is so corny, but so I hadn't washed my hair because I wash my hair once a week.
Mm-hmm.
TMI? No, I don't think that's TMI.
No, I wash my hair
no.
once a week also.
Okay, great.
It's good for your hair.
It's supposed, yeah.
So I wash my hair once a week, and so it was getting closer to the end of like my wash cycle. So I was like, what am I gonna do with like this mess hair now? And like, so I was like, I put it up, and I was like looking through all my hair stuff, and I found a headband that I hadn't ever worn because I was like, I look weird in headbands, but I had my hair up in like a little bun. I put the headband on, and I was like, I look so cute. And I went up to Nora and I was like, look how cute I am. I had my little gold earrings. I had my little headband. It was so cute.
Aw. What about you?
What made me feel beautiful this week? Oh, Friday. I wore a skirt to work. It was a nice, cute, like summer skirt. It's like one of those wraparound skirts.
Is it the red one?
The red one, yeah. I love that skirt. I wore it to work, and my coworkers were like, "Oh, you look so pretty today." I said, "Oh, thank you."
Aw.
They complimented me. I was like, "Thank you." They're like, "Are you going anywhere?" I was just like, "Not really." But yeah, so that made me feel really, pretty, beautiful. It started like a good morning. Yeah. And then someone, actually a patient, asked to see me up front because they wanted to say hello. And she was just like, "You're just so kind over the phone. Thank you so much for being so patient with me." And, and she saw me. She was like, "You're so beautiful." I go,
Can I have that in writing?
Yeah.
I
It's like,
nice
oh,
folder?
cameras. I was like, if y'all can see, y'all can hear that.
I need that footage, please.
Yes, please. So yeah, I had someone tell me, a patient tell me that I was very beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, nice patient.
What about you?
Think for me, actually, you know what? Yesterday when it was like flipping hot outside, I was running around. Like I went on a very like long walk and I ran errands and did stuff I needed to do. I had on like some black biker shorts and like a black crop top, and I had my little like bag,
Mm-hmm.
and I caught a glimpse at myself in the mirror, and I was like sweaty and kind of gross, but I was like, hey, you look happy.
Nice.
Doing like these very like mundane things, but I think it was like partly like, I'm pretty sure I said this on the podcast before, I thrive in the summer. The warm months, it's my time to shine.
Yeah.
I love everything so much
Definitely.
more when it's like warm outside and the sun is like shining. And I think it's like I had like the sun on my skin and like I was listening to like a really good song, and I don't know. I felt like, even though like I didn't, probably if someone saw me, they were like, oh my God, that girl needs to shower. But I felt very like pretty in that moment. And it was also a moment that I was like, look at you.
You felt
Look
good
at your
in
body.
your skin.
Yeah.
You felt good in your skin. Yeah.
But then I got home and I did shower, and I like, right before I like left to meet up, I was like, God, it's the, you know, when it gets so hot that like the minute you step outside, you're like sticky, and it's just like, oh, I need to shower again.
Humidity. Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. Okay, guys, so in our comments, if you would like, please share like the steps you're taking to have a healthier relationship with your body image. We'd love to know, and cheer y'all on as y'all do it.
And cheer each other on.
Yes.
And we want everybody glowing.
Everyone.
So Liana, when can the people find us? I did it. I had to think about it for a second, but I did it.
You guys can catch us here on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts every Wednesday. Leave us a glowing review because we love to hear from y'all. What?
When she said, I did it. Because when she said, I'm mouthing when, and she's thinking, and you guys can also find us at Glowing Up Latina. Like our posts, send us your DMs. We appreciate all your kind words and support. And again, we want to hear from you, like what topics you want us to discuss here on the podcast. And you can email us at glowinguplatina@gmail.com.
And until next week, keep glowing, mija.
Bye.